Blair Thomas and Magic. Subscribe now, watch us live lavish. We got Brooks. Now we live and we bringing major vibes. Up City and Alliance, we taking off flying high.
Welcome to season 2 of the Obsidian Alliance. It's been a while for Magic. It's the Blair Thomas and Brooks. It's been a very long time. For season 2, we're going to having a new person be joining us. Q. He's not here now because he had some missions to go on, or we'll call it that.
I hope it ain't good, by the way. I hope when you get there, I hope it ain't as good as you thought it was going to be. I hope you wasted your time. I hope she accidentally bites it.
$4 of gas right here, boy. It better be worth it. But anyway,
I'm trying to
tell you. But for this first episode of season 2 of the Obsidian Alliance, we are going to be talking about Cam Newton.
Second episode. You said first episode.
I'm technically putting this as the first episode.
Oh, my bad. Spoiler alert. We got more episodes coming.
I'm leaving that in here just because. So yes.
The multiverse is open. So maybe the other version of me didn't say it. So there you go.
So for the first episode of the Obsidian Alliance season 2, we're going to be talking about Cam Newton and his version of what a bad bitch is, and what a woman is. So we're going to be playing that video right now.
I had a perfect example of what a man was in my life by my father. Mm-hmm. My parents has been together for 36, 37 years now, and it's a beautiful thing. Mm-hmm. I grew up in a 3-parent household, my mom, my father, and my grandmother. And I knew what a woman was, not a bad bitch.
Okay, what's the difference?
A woman.
Okay. A
bad bitch is a person who's just, girl, I'm a bad bitch. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I look the part, but I don't act the part.
Okay.
And it's a lot of women who are bad bitches. And I say bitches in a way, not to degrade a woman, but just to go off the aesthetic of what they deem is a boss chick. Mm-hmm. Now, a woman for me is handling your own, but knowing how to cater to a man's needs, mm-hmm. right? And I think a lot of times when you get that aesthetic of like, I'm a boss bitch, like I'm a this, I'm a that, no, baby, like, but you can't cook.
Okay.
You don't know when to be quiet. You don't know how to allow a man to lead.
All right. So now that we got the full context of what he said, and pretty much how women don't know how to be quiet, don't know how to cook, want to have the bad bitch aesthetic. Gentlemen, we're going to start with the Blair Thomas. What is your thoughts on Cam Newton and what he said?
Okay, ladies, let's go ahead and make the disclaimer. Being quiet is not a female trait. Everyone needs to know when to be quiet, even men, because it literally can save your life, literally. Yep. So I'll give you, let's give a prime example for the ladies so they don't think I'm BSing. If me, Brooks, and Magic are out, right, and they're calm and cool and collected, and there's a group of 7 guys, I'm drunk, and I decided to start a fight with 7 dudes, right? Now, there's only 2 options that's going to happen. Either I'm going to get my ass beat by myself, or they're going to help me some way, shape, or form, and they're going to get their ass beat too. So, being quiet at the right time can literally save your life. So let's take it to a less extreme. When, as a man, I'm saying you need to learn how to be quiet, because there are certain situations that I know how to handle better than you. Like, okay, prime example. You don't think men should have a opinion, or they shouldn't talk when the topic of pregnancy or periods come up. We shouldn't talk. Why? Because we don't have them. We're not pregnant. We don't have periods. So since you go through that, that's a prime time for a man to be like, you know what? Let me close my mouth. I'm gonna let you have that. So when a man is trying to give you direction or trying to tell you something, it's not to be like, I'm the boss, you're the subordinate, shut the hell up. Now, there are some men that are like that. There are some women who are like that, but that's not where we coming from. That's not the realm I'm coming from. Just listen to what I'm saying, take heed, and apply it if necessary. That's all.
An even closer example is you and your lady, you as the woman and your man get into an argument. Women, let's be real. There are times when you take it too far. When men have a disagreement, we always know that there's a level or a threshold that you do not cross. Because if you cross that threshold, you're liable to get your hands put on you. i.e., an example of that is the Oscars. Now, granted, that is a bad example. However, it is still an example because there are certain people that you do not talk about. You do not talk about somebody's significant other. You do not talk about somebody's children, and you do not talk about somebody's money or their families because those are things that are hold dear and near to men, contrary to popular social media belief. So when you decide as a woman that you want to try your man on these sort of things, and you've never seen him in a particularly angry situation, and you go too far, maybe shutting the hell up could ultimately save your life, because there has been plenty of times, and I'm not condoning it, where you have run your mouth too far and a man has put hands on you or done worse. And it all could have been avoided if you would have just kept your mouth closed or used a different way of doing it. Once again, I do not condone domestic violence in any shape, form, or fashion. However, for men and women, there are certain times where you do not go to, when you go too far. Now, as far as what Cam Newton said, according, at least for me, I don't see anything wrong with the situation because, like Blair said, the whole be quiet part, as Blair has had many times to have told me, not every battle is worth fighting for. And sometimes you need a bit of tact. And I am still learning. So, as a personal example, and every man nowadays in the year 2022 should know how to cook. There is no excuse. None. I remember me and my friend, no, I think it was me and you actually, Blair, that was having this discussion. There is so much technology to help people cook that there is no longer an excuse. There are air fryers, there are crock pots, there's microwaves, there's blenders. There is so much technology to be able to have you cook with easy to read instructions that there should be no excuse. No, there is almost ready-made cut up pasta at certain points and hamburger patties that are already made and pre-organized for you to be able to just put them on a skillet and you can cook. There's no excuse in 2022.
You know, rice comes pre-cooked now in a bag now.
Oh yeah, where all you got to do is just dip it in water.
No, we put it in the microwave for 45 seconds.
Oh yeah, right. There's no excuse.
Uncle Ben, shout out to Spider-Man.
Not to mention all those advertisements that you see on social media for them ready meals that they have delivered to your house. So that way you don't even got to go to the grocery store. Then there's no excuse for you to not know how to cook. No excuse for you to not know how to clean. Now, and of course, the shutting up part applies to both. Now, there was one part, of course, that doesn't apply to men, which is, of course, you don't know how to make a man lead. Whew, that.
Let a man lead, right? Let a man lead.
Let a man lead.
Yeah.
That is because
hyper independence.
Both that, which is somewhat of a trauma response, but also for some weird reason, when men were backing you on this whole get your money thing, y'all took it as y'all don't need us anymore. Or you not only don't need us anymore, but also that you want to become men, which is weird to me. Is that's weird to me. You don't like us, but yet when you finally become self-sufficient, you want to be us. And I know what I said is controversial, but whatever, I don't care. Y'all sometimes are baffling to me with your logic. But that's neither here nor there. So I don't have a problem with Cam Newton said. Once again, he's 32 years old. His parents have been married for 36 to 37 years. So his whole entire life, he has seen two married people and lived in a 3-parent household with not only both of his parents, but his grandmother. That's all he knows. That's his expertise. Now, granted, Cam Newton in his own life has failed in that regard. He has 4 children, I believe, but at least it was by one person, but the relationship just didn't work out. So he is still at least trying to follow the example. Now, as much as my long-winded speech has gone on, Brooks, how do you feel?
I mean, for me, I agree with him. The only thing I'm gonna say that gets on my nerves is the whole bad bitch terminology. I don't want a bad.
And not to cut you off, Brooks, but I did see something on Facebook today. Is that I forget who posted it. It says eventually we as Black people have to realize that the street nigga mentality and the bad bitch aesthetic mentality is a horrible example in the Black community, and we need to let it die. Because the streets don't love us. The streets will be here long after we're gone, and it's still paid and owned by white folks. So we don't own the streets at all. We just claim a block that your mom, like Jay-Z said, that your mama renting. So, and you want to be a bad bitch so bad, but like Cam Newton said, you don't know how to cook. I don't cook and I don't clean, but here I go. I still got this ring. And even though the woman that led that movement cooks and cleans.
Facts.
She's still getting cheated on.
Yeah.
Hey, they had 2 kids, so hey.
Yeah, they had 2 kids. All the single ladies who's married. Rihanna, bitch better have my money. Having a baby, was damn near engaged to a billionaire. Megan Thee Stallion, all the stuff that she talks about with her WAP was with a dude, I think is still with a boyfriend at this point. I believe JT from the City Girls was pregnant and was still and had a relationship. I think Mulatto.
Not to cut you off, that's the crazy thing about this whole bad bitch mentality and listening to music and blah blah blah. Do y'all not follow the same people that sing and rap and see that they're in relationships that are actually lasting with Black men at that?
It don't make no sense. Like, y'all
I love this narrative. I love this narrative of, because I've heard it so many times. Oh yeah, once I lose this weight, I'm a bad bitch. Once I get this job, I'm a bad bitch. Once I get that degree, I'm a bad bitch. But see, here's the funny thing, sweetheart. You, not to say that it's a bad thing to have goals. It's a great thing that you have goals to aspire to. You don't need a BBL. Just go to the gym. Don't spend $20,000. Just go to the gym. And matter of fact, go to the gym with your man. Go to the gym with your man. Or by yourself and find a man in the gym. Because they in there.
Yeah.
Or realize that no matter how much of a bad bitch you are, all the women I just mentioned let their man lead. Beyonce, the queen bee. Jay-Z's the leader in that relationship. Cardi B, I don't cook and I don't clean. And regardless if she got cheated on, part of
There's a
the
video cleaning.
cleans and cooks. And Quavo was, and I think it's Quavo, it's one of the Migos. Let the Migos lead. Megan Thee Stallion with Tory Lanez before the whole incident. Let Tory Lanez.
Don't use that example.
Why can't I use that example?
Talks to, I think his name is Partisan. Is it Partisan? I think that's who it is.
Either way, no matter how much of a, which once again, Megan Thee Stallion has a degree, so she's not dumb. Beyonce, once again, may not have degrees, but she's not dumb. She's business minded, controls has her own brand, and has both of the Bailey sisters under her wing, and is blowing them up. She's not dumb. But once again, through all of this, they still let their men lead. They have femininity. They know how to cook. At least I know Beyonce does, because her mother don't play. So
the thing about it is, a lot of ladies don't understand that it's the simplicity that gets you the man, knowing how to do certain things. And I've said this to a lot of my female friends. So let's just say, because in a perfect world, everybody has roadside assistance. But let's say you don't. You and your man are on your way to whatever vacation you're on your way to. Your tire goes flat. And he goes, well, babe, what we supposed to do? We don't got emergency road service. Yeah, I know if you don't get your ass out there and change that damn tire. But the funny thing is, I'm not just going to talk about the ladies. Fellas, a lot of y'all don't know how to change a tire.
Yup.
And there's no excuse. YouTube. There's one thing I didn't know how to tie a tire for the longest, but I looked shit up. I know how to do it now. I know how to change the tire. And that's the thing. I know how to put stuff on. I can hang stuff up on the wall, put furniture together, shit like that. I mean, honestly, hell, the next 3 things I want to learn brakes, I want to learn oil, and I want to learn what you call it? Something else down there. I forget what else it's called. That's really easy to take apart. But I'm trying to learn some more stuff. And that's all part of being an adult and being a man. Now, for not to say that ladies need to know how to cook, because we know how to cook. We learned. We watched. I'm still watching my mom, because I'm about to perfect these collard greens with my apartment. I promise you. These collard greens about to be on point. But you should want to learn the qualities that you see your mother and your grandmother doing. Not the trauma. Not saying that, oh, my mama put up with my dad cheating 17 times. Well, nobody said you had to be your mama. Nobody said that. But what your mama did do was make sure every Sunday she got up, cooked, made sure you guys helped clean the house while your dad was outside mowing the lawn. And your brother was probably outside raking the leaves, doing things to help you develop into a functioning adult. You can't call for everything, and it's going to cost you an arm and a leg now.
Mm-hmm.
And females, listen, you better find you a homie that knows cars, because these folks will charge you $120 for an oil change, and you're going to pay it. So you really need to think about these type of things.
Well, I'm going to be different. Because I mean, I know how to change a tire, don't get me wrong. As Blair said, you should always know. I'm one of those people that's like, bro, I'm not trying to get out there and do that shit in the sun. I'm a car roadside assistance. That's it.
No, in a perfect world, you have it. But let's just say in an example, somebody missed the bill that month, so it's canceled. So y'all just gonna sit there all day, or you gonna get out there and change the shit? Or pay an arm and a leg to have somebody come out there and change the shit for you. Because you know what, especially depending on where you are, it's a smooth. I was like, oh, well, I'm the only one around here for 25 miles. So I want $150 for it. But you going to say no? Or you going to get out there and change that shit yourself?
I always got to put the scenario where it has to happen because I'm damn sure making sure I got everything. So that way,
but see, just even you just said it, sir. Being responsible, you know, to pay your bill every month, right?
Yes, I do.
So that scenario won't happen to you because you're responsible enough to know when your bills is due, what type of money I need to be bringing in. But even fellas and ladies, there's a lot of us that don't do that either. Not knowing how to budget, learn how to budget. This is all part of being a functional adult. It's not just about bad bitch. Yeah, but you should. First of all, why are you comparing yourself to an animal? A bad bitch is a female weasel, aardvark, dog, and I think another animal. There's like 5 animals under the term bitch. Why do you want to be called that? I don't understand it. It never made no sense. And then for those females saying, "Oh, we coined the phrase. It's not derogatory." Yes, it is. Anything comparing you to an animal is offensive.
Not only that,
in general, like there's nothing just because you put bad in front of it doesn't mean it's good. Like
not only that, you know that a certain tone will get you a different effect. You know, if you use that B word in a different tone, it has a whole new meaning and it's mostly derogatory. It's just like,
ask any woman over 30 if her friends are calling her a bitch still. I bet you it's a no.
Unless you're under that mentality. But anyways,
listen, do you know something? Because all my homegirls, they no, ain't no bitch over here. This ain't no bitch. Especially you know who we talk about, Brooks, right? Up north. Let somebody call her. The last one that did it. Ooh, child. Got her behind beat.
Before we stray too off course, fellas and ladies, as a final note, there are certain things that you need to learn as a functioning adult, no matter what the case may be. Cooking, cleaning, budgeting, knowing when to shut the fuck up. Those should all be known when you're a functioning adult, because literally it can save your life. So, but there are certain things that in a relationship dynamic that needs to happen. You as a man need to make sure that your woman feels heard and provided for and protected. And the woman needs to let the man lead, give him respect, and let him handle his business in the proper way to get y'all in a better direction. Now, with that being said, this has been the Obsidian Alliance with Cam Newton and people that need to know how to be adults. For Brooks and the Blair Thomas, I am Magic. Welcome to season 2 of the Obsidian Alliance. As you can tell, it's going to be a little bit different. In the following videos, once again, we will have Q join us. He is a different individual. Don't forget to like. What happened?
I said, who's that Pokemon?
Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We do hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day and evening, and take care. Peace.
Deuces.